I thought my mom was losing her mind when she started hiding things around the house, but the truth was so much worse. It started small. I'd come over to mom's house and find her silverware drawer reorganized. Then the living room furniture moved 2 inches to the left. Did you rearrange? I asked. Mom looked at me like I was stupid. Of course not. Why would you ask that? 3 days later, I found her standing in the hallway at 2 a.m. staring at the wall. Mom, what are you doing? Counting, she whispered. I'm counting the nail holes. My stomach dropped. She was 68. This was how it started with Aunt Linda. The confusion, the paranoia. I called her doctor the next morning. She's been acting strange, moving things, talking about counting nail holes in the middle of the night. The doctor scheduled a cognitive assessment. Mom refused to go. I'm not crazy, Sarah. You need to start paying attention. Paying attention to what? To them? She wouldn't explain who them was. I started visiting every day. Each time, something new was wrong. She'd taped paper over the bathroom window. She'd moved her bed away from the wall. She'd started sleeping with a hammer under her pillow. Mom, this isn't normal. Please let me take you to the doctor. I don't need a doctor. I need you to believe me. Believe what? She just shook her head, her hands trembling. I thought it was fear from her delusions. I was so sure. My brother David came over to help me talk to her. We found her in the kitchen with every cabinet door open, pulling out dishes and examining them one by one. Mom, what are you doing? Checking, she said. He keeps moving my things, just slightly, so I'll think I'm going insane. David and I exchanged a look. He mouthed the word dementia at me. We tried for an hour to convince her to see a specialist. She refused. She kept insisting someone was in the house. Someone was watching. Someone was leaving signs. What signs, Mom? She pulled a notebook from under the couch cushion. Page after page of notes. Times, dates. Chair moved 3 inches. Coffee mug rotated 45 degrees. Bedroom door left open 6 inches when I know I closed it. My heart broke. She'd been documenting her own mental decline, thinking it was an intruder. That night, I stayed over. I wanted to see what she was experiencing. Maybe if I witnessed her confusion firsthand, I could help her. At 2:47 a.m., I heard a sound, like a window sliding open. I sat up. Mom was already awake, sitting perfectly still in her bed, staring at the doorway. Did you hear that? I whispered. She nodded once, put a finger to her lips. I got up to check. Walked through the house. All the windows were locked. Front door was locked. Back door was locked. Mom, there's nothing. She grabbed my arm hard. The basement door. Check the basement door. I went to the basement door in the hallway. It was closed. I opened it. The deadbolt on the inside was unlocked. I'd watched Mom lock it myself before bed. My hands started shaking. Someone unlocked this from inside the basement? Mom handed me her phone. Look at the video. She'd installed a camera facing the basement door 3 weeks ago. I scrolled through the footage. There, at 2:14 a.m., the door handle turned from the inside, slowly, then stopped, then turned back. Someone was in the basement. Someone had been in the basement. I called 911 with hands I couldn't control. The police arrived in 6 minutes. They found him behind the old furnace. A man named Thomas Keller, 41, who'd been entering through the basement window for months. They found 47 photos of my mother sleeping in his backpack, a journal with detailed notes about her schedule, my schedule, David's schedule. How long? I asked the officer. Based on the journal entries, at least 4 months, maybe longer. 4 months. My mother had been telling me for 4 months that someone was in her house, and I'd been trying to put her in a dementia ward. The detective pulled me aside. She was right about everything. He'd been moving things deliberately to make her seem unstable. It's psychological torture. If she'd gone to a facility, he would have had complete access to the house. Mom stood in the hallway, wrapped in a blanket, watching them take him away. She didn't say, I told you so. She didn't say anything. She'd been protecting me from him for 147 days. I never even noticed he was there.